All right, we are back. Black Butterfly Media TV. We're here at the Women's Theater Festival of Memphis and Hattie Lou Theater, and we are here with the person who spearheaded the reason why we're all here today of the Women's Theater Festival of Memphis, Miss Ruby O'Gray. She's not only a writer of a screenplay. She's an author. She's committed to education. She all of those different things, and she has a book.
And I'm an old lady.
Hey, listen, she's saying that. I'm not gonna say that.
I'm gonna make old ladies sound like they're great. That's great. I'm glad to be here this long.
That's what's you've been blessed to be here this long. Mm-hmm. But I'm just gonna let you talk. Tell us about why what made you decide to start this particular movement.
I think that I was the oldest girl in my family.
Uh-huh.
I was the big sister, and for me, I guess I was kind of pushy. Mm-hmm. And somewhere that stayed with me. It left me for a while. But what I learned was, in being in theater, I was in theater as a little girl, tap dancing, like Shirley Temple and all that. What I learned after I got to be an adult was that theater was pretty much a man's world. Nothing wrong with it. But women were always sitting around saying, how am I going to get a role, or who's going to put me in a role? And I said, that doesn't make sense. And I always wrote from the time I was a little girl. I've written 67 plays.
Wow.
58 of them have been produced. But I said, why is it that I don't know enough women who are playwrights? We know Lorraine Hansberry. We can go there.
Flo Roach.
Mm-hmm. And actually, we're talking about way before Flo Roach.
Yeah.
We're going back.
I know particularly.
Yeah,
I grew up watching her. Yeah.
Yeah, Flo and I are about the same age, but I wanted to do something where women would be able to be recognized for every aspect of theater. That means as technical people, as people who make costumes, and that would also teach that lady who knows how to sew, but she doesn't know that she can use her talent to be able to use it on a stage and make money. So for me, it started with recognition of women in all areas of theater, and then we could network and get to know each other from all over the country. Because I don't know if you know, that's what has happened with Women's Theater Festival. We were international as of last year. Last time we had someone from Australia.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, they flew them all the way here to do this. So for me, it's important that we all get to know each other, recognize, open up an opportunity for them to show their work. And that's what's been happening for the past 3 seasons. We're biennial. So I'm going to make an announcement nobody has heard, and you all are going to hear it for the first time today.
All right, I'm ready. Come on now.
As of 2018, we will no longer be biennial, and we will no longer be Women's Theater Festival of Memphis. We will be the International Women's Theater Festival of Memphis, and it will not be biennial. It will be every year.
Wow.
Now, of course, that's whether I'm here or not. That's what I want to see. But this came to fruition in 2012. I sat with Karen Moore, and we sat and talked about this. I wanted to share it with somebody. She got us off the ground and running. She worked very hard. And we all did volunteer work. But what we see now is a little bit of a different direction. We want to be able to say that we're helping others. For instance, let me tell you this. You didn't ask me this.
I didn't. Oh, go ahead.
But there's a young lady her name is LaToya Slater.
I know her. A+.
LaToya has a play. It needs some development. Mm-hmm. In less than a year from now, we'll see it at its fullest. She's done it already, but there are some, and I want to say flaws, so some developmental things that's happening. I'm going to mentor her for a whole year so that when her play comes back.
The Woman in Me?
Yes.
Yes.
We're going to know why she wanted this particular scene and let it come to its fullest. Well, that's what all of us are supposed to do once we get to a place where we know what we're doing. Right. We're supposed to share that. I'm supposed to give that to this little girl and this little boy. Even though we're Women's Theater Festival in Memphis, What we really are women who just want to help other people to reach their fullest potential in theater.
And it's interesting because you said that some women do not realize that they're sewing their abilities to be, I'll just say, backstage could cause them to have a income that'll help them out later on, maybe not right away. I feel like, and you can answer this, but I feel like that nurturing nature of a woman is like perfect for something like theater, because a lot of times, I ain't gonna lie, for me as a man, going in the theater, you're thinking, man, I gotta shine now, I gotta make this, I gotta do this, but women, I sense that women are like, you know what, we have to help these people, we have to do this, we have to undergird, because that's what women are natured to do. I'm
naturally
not gonna say they have
nurtured.
to, I'm gonna say they're natured to do it. So do you feel like that nurturing part really kind of,
I think it's so natural that we don't think about it.
Okay.
Other people think about it. What we had to know about ourselves is how to channel it.
That's it.
You can nurture a whole bunch of things and they not grow. You take some weeds, I'm going to nurture these weeds. They grow on their own.
Don't nurture the weeds.
You need to nurture the flowers so they can grow.
That's right.
So that's what we're looking at, I guess, in a sense. You want to put it in a garden form, that's what it is. I want to see that we're nurturing every aspect of women in theater to reach their fullest potential. The thing that I used to hear all the time was women saying, I just wonder when they're going to give me a role. Nobody will give me a role. I want to be able to do this. I said, do you write? Yes. But nobody's going to give me, I said, nobody's going to give you any of that. I came along at the time when African American people in theater were very, very few in Memphis. The only thing we could do as an African American person is to clean the theater. That's not a bad thing. Everybody got to clean it. But what they had to learn was it's okay for you to branch out and say, I'm going to take this writing that I'm doing and I'm going to develop it to a point with some story that'll make us be able to do what it is that people will want to see. Now, I wish I could talk a lot more, but I know we got to do this program.
Yeah. The program, that's what we're here for. We're at Gyneka Awards.
Yes, the Gyneka Awards.
Right. And so,
which is Greek for women.
It is.
Remember that.
And did I say it right this time?
Yes, you said it right.
Y'all give me a gold star. I said Gyneka.
Some people said Gyneka. You wouldn't believe that.
I did. I mean, it looked like Gyneka. I mean, how you spell it? Gyneka?
Gyn. When you go to the gynecologist, well, you won't go. But if you go to the gynecologist, it's going to be Gyn.
Yeah. I got you.
Got it.
Well, we are here with Miss Ruby O'Gray, the one and only Ruby O'Gray. We're Black Butterfly Media TV. We're here at Hattie Lou Theater for the Women's Theater Festival of Memphis, soon to be the Women's Theater.
The International Women's Theater Festival of Memphis.
International. It's no longer local. We're getting ready to go big places. So y'all stay tuned. Thank you for joining us, Miss Ruby O'Gray.
Thank you for having me.
I'm Brandon Person. We're Black Butterfly Media TV.